Hello, hello.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
YBE.
Yes, we're here in Medellin, Colombia.
Yes.
Chilling at one of the parks.
Beautiful.
Beautiful parks here.
It
Very
is.
quiet. All you hear are birds.
Chirping.
Yes, and it's crazy because we're in the middle of a
Crowded area.
office center, like the middle of the office center.
Yeah.
So anyway, we want to talk about in this video tipping.
Yes.
Tipping. Do you tip? Should you tip? Now, when we lived in Costa Rica, the first thing they told us was don't tip anybody. Don't tip. You know. But then also when we were in Costa Rica, we would be on the bus. We were regular bus people. We
on
took
a crowded bus
too.
too.
We took the bus all the time. But you would always see in Costa Rica, people would get on the bus and they would have this elaborate skit that they would do to ask for money. You know, so it could be a dude with a big old...
They entrepreneurs, they get on, I know.
He would have a big tumor on the side of it.
And he'll explain.
Pull it up, and he'll, you know, and show you, everybody like, oh, let me give you some money. You know, and then...
pitch.
And so people would actually give, you know, and giving money to the homeless and things like that, coming from the U.S., there's a certain mindset that goes along with it. You know, I'm not tipping them, you know.
I used to be like that a long time
I'm not giving them no money. They on drugs or, you know, whatever it is. We just had this thing, you know, you see somebody look like they're going to beg. I remember when I first moved to D.C., I was like, that is the most beggingest place I had ever been to in my life. I mean, anybody would walk up and ask you for some change.
Especially downtown.
It was crazy.
I remember going to the clubs and this lady, you know, they always ask.
Always
I'm
ask
not
for
giving
money,
you anything.
ask for money, ask for cigarettes. I'm like, I don't smoke cigarettes. But anyway, so it's just a stigma that comes along with people asking for money. But in Colombia, what I do and Mitch does, we always make it a point to take a bunch of change with us. You know, change, because the exchange rate for money from US dollar to pesos, Colombian pesos, is nuts.
Yeah, it's like 3,000 pesos to $1.
$1. So in paper money, there's 1,000 pesos. That is equivalent to about 33 cents. In US dollar. So, and then you have the coins. The coins are
coins
pennies
add
on
up,
a penny.
They
do
add
add up. But for us, like, why would we not give them some coins? Why not? You know, there was even this guy who walked up to me. I was sitting at the metro, waiting for...
Salah just saw a bumblebee.
It was a huge bumblebee.
You better sit down. That's funny.
And I was waiting at the metro, and this guy walked over to me, and the first thing, like, we still detoxing some of the things that we learned and the behaviors that we learned from the States. The first thing that came to my mind, I kind of tensed and was like, nope, don't ask me for no money, you know. And then once he got to me and asked me, I remembered, I'm like, why am I tripping? You know?
It's only a couple of cents, you know.
I reached in my pocket because, like I said, we always carry some coins with us just in case we need to help somebody. And so I reached in my pocket. I didn't even look at the coins. I just grabbed a bunch of coins, handed it to him. And he was so appreciative and so thankful. He only needed to get on the metro to get to work. And if I'm able to help you get on the metro and get to work, brother, you got it. You know what I mean? And so
that, and also they really appreciate it. They really, so dose meal is probably 50-60 cents. But it's a lot to them, and they really so when I, like, especially if I go to the barbershop to get my hair cut, I'll just tip them an extra dose meal. And you know, they really appreciate it, so they go over and beyond for you.
Exactly. Even when we go to the restaurants, you know, so they take out a tip, but generally what we've found out is that when they take the tip out of your check, that tip is split between all of the staff there.
Yeah.
So if you had a waitress or a waiter that was really good, that spoke English, that took care of you, you know what I mean? Or even if they don't speak English, but they were really good and they deserve a little extra tip. Dos mil, tres mil, that's like $1.
Yes.
But that is the word. Like every time they see you coming, you tip them dos mil.
Yeah.
It's over. They will make sure that you have the best experience every time you come.
Exactly.
They will learn your name. They will hug you when you walk into. And so, tip.
Tip.
Don't be afraid.
Just tip a little bit. I mean, it's not mandatory to tip.
It's not mandatory.
But just do that anyway.
Yes.
You know, you can go a long way. You can build great relationships with people by doing so.
Exactly.
So that's just a tip.
That's just a tip about tipping.
Yeah, so young black expats, make sure you get the ebook. The most anticipated ebook is coming out.
Yes.
That's 4 years of experience.
Yes.
That's all in this ebook. So make sure you get that, pick that up.
Yes. Also, if you have any questions, check us out. Send us an email at questions@youngblackexpats.com. Also, if you're not following us, go to your favorite social media platform, search for Young Black Expats. You will find us there. We also have a membership site that's available to you all if you are a business owner or entrepreneur
and you
looking to put your business online.
Yes.
We have the step-by-step guide to show you exactly how to do that. And it is pennies a day.
Yes.
Literally. So go ahead and check that out.
Check
we'll
that
have
out.
the link below in the comment section. And otherwise,
peace.